Okay, this is Spiritlight. We are in Jacksonville, Florida at a residential case, and this is our family that we're going to be working with tonight. And
Justin.
here she is. So just give us what you were getting ready to say, and a little bit, basically, I don't want to know a lot because I want to be able to tell you when I get in what I feel.
Okay.
But just give me a general, you were saying something about the history of the house.
Right. It used to be a trap house, a drug house in the neighborhood, the
Okay.
main one. I don't know of any deaths or anything, but
Okay. So you mean that a lot of people came here that were on drugs?
and they still come by. Like they'll be out of state for years and come by thinking the person's still here.
Okay. So you would have to say it's probably like a lot of negative energy that's whatever happened in here probably wasn't good.
Right.
Definitely wasn't.
We moved in the bathroom. The whole ceiling was covered in tar from cracks. That's how bad it was.
Right. So what's going on with you guys? Just briefly. I don't want a lot of detail. I just want a little bit of what is going on and what you feel that you need us here to help you with the most.
Basically, we have spirits speaking randomly, random things. We have our kids waking up having nightmares.
Okay.
And the spirit's going in my husband while he's sick, speaking, telling me to get out the house, trying to hurt my husband. So.
Okay. All right. Anything you want to say about this before
I'd
we
just
get
be glad when
started?
it's all over.
Okay. Well,
I
we're
want them
gonna,
gone.
what we're going to do, we're going to go in and we're going to try to communicate, see if they want to tell us why they're here and what's
Okay.
going on. And we'll do a healing and a blessing and try to get the energy switched around a little bit to where it's more positive instead of negative. And what you want to do, you want to make sure that because there is a negative energy here, that you try to not let fear be part of your emotions, because that really draws in negative energy. Like attracts like. So if you have any of the negative energy coming your way, being angry or fussing or fighting or fear, this type of energy will attract this type of energy. And I see that you have this power pole out here. That is definitely a good way for them to manifest. That's a source right there that could give them a great way of being able to, manifest, because they have to take energy from a source.
Yeah.
Right.
And myself, I just bought a new cell phone like 3 months ago, and I had to buy a new battery because I thought my battery was going bad, but I come to find out it's fine. So I took that as, okay, the spirit at one point was taking the energy from my cell phone battery, and it's
Yeah.
brand new. So.
Yeah, it happens. So,
Yeah.
I just, like I said, I noticed that, coming in, and sometimes with the land where you live, they use the geomagnetic energy of the land. But in your case, I would have to say it's this electricity right here would be a huge source. So, with that said, let's go ahead. Are the lights already off?
No, we've got the lights still
All right,
on.
if you want to go ahead and get taking care of that, let me get my equipment turned on, and then we'll start walking in.
Do you
and
want
we'll
a
see.
candle lit so you can see
Sure, if you want to just have one candle lit, that's fine.
Okay.
And if there's anything you want to say to your grandmother, if you want to, give her a little hello, I'm okay, don't worry about me type of thing, you feel free to do so.
Just to my grandma Ida and my grandma Sophie. As you both well know, I know how to take care of things. So you can relax.
Oh.
Oh, look. She's like, okay. A lot of worry. And I feel like with the worry, it's normal. Your grandma's kind of worried about you. I mean, that's it's just a normal grandma thing.
It could also be what we just went through. Our whole life was ripped apart and almost completely gone with our children.
When you go through something like that, you're gonna be aware that your emotions. You're gonna have, like, let's say, post-traumatic stress syndrome type of feelings, where you're going to feel a lot of frustration, a lot of anxiety. It's a young and trapped.
Young and trapped.
Trapped. like unable to control where they were young. That would have to be your kids. So
Yeah.
they're just talking about what happened.
Reverend.
Yes, Reverend. It talks funny, it's because it's a machine, but it's got a dictionary they can use words, so they're just recognizing who we are. Is there anybody here who needs help? If so, what do you need? Tell us your name.
Come on.
We're here to help anyone who needs help. Just tell us your name, tell us what's going on, why are you here? Multiple spirits, okay.
Are those swords originals or replicas?
I already asked that.
That's a replica. That's original.
What do you say? Right here in front.
He can't hear very well. She said that this one on the left has some history to it.
It came from a fan. I don't know who had it before us. I'm
Yeah, 'cause
famous.
I have a brother that restored his samurais, and he knows the energy that comes with them. So a lot of times stuff come with, especially with samurais.
Office, it just said office room. Cleanse.
Office room cleanse.
Uh-huh,
That's the office. There's our bedroom.
okay. I'm feeling like,
Happier.
yes. You're feeling better now that you're on the other side? This is Ida.
Rewind. Tippy.
You don't have to knock on the wall, you can talk, you have this to talk through. I'm also gonna turn on something else and give them one other way of talking.
Is it normal to have goosebumps when you're talking to a spirit?
Yeah, that's very normal. That's kind of like
I.
how when they touch you, you can feel the energy.
Okay.
It's really cool. Listening. So you said that the other group came out and they were able to get a lot of K2 hits.
Yeah, and then infrared, there was a person in the bathroom, and you know it's
Grandfather.
Killed.
Just like grandfather.
grandfather killed.
After I.
Okay.
Would that did it say grandfather?
Mhm.
Killed?
Mhm.
Would that be yours or mine?
Told. I.
Is it related to one of us?
Shot.
Shot.
Marine. Cleansing.
So we need to do a cleansing. The grandfather's here, or a grandfather's here that was shot.
Do they know us?
Can you tell us your name, or is this in reference to that sword, or why are you here? Did it happen on this property? Or in this neighborhood?
Lesano. Yano.
Original? Did you used to live here? Yes, all the way to red. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, so you used to live here and you were killed? You were shot? Can you give us your name? How are you feeling now?
As I get older, I may be, what did I tell you, clairvoyant or something?
Clairvoyant.
Like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can feel orbs. Like, I can feel if it's a negative energy coming from somebody or a positive energy.
Okay.
I can't tell you how, I just feel it. And if I feel a negative energy from somebody that I just met, I don't allow them back in this house. Like,
Well, that's really good.
There was one homeless girl that came through and she wanted to talk. And once I realized, about her a little bit, when she came back, I told her, I just don't want you in my home.
It's the boundaries I was telling you about.
Yeah.
I feel like that the more that you tap into that, the more you realize that you have to put that up.
Yeah.
So giving, so that that you're a giving person, and
Oh, yeah.
and the family members that are here are just worried about that you've done this before, and this has been a lifelong lesson of you being too trusting
Yeah.
and too giving.
Yeah. And it's
Big
almost
hearts,
reckless.
and helping the wrong people, and then it comes back on you, and then,
Yeah.
and then there's also people not there for you when you need it.
Yeah.
And I just feel like a lot of stress because of that, and I feel like a lot of heartbreak and a lot of frustration and isolation as well. It's kind of like how Ida felt in a way. you know, and I think that she's here now in spirit because she's family and she's agreeing over here, that she just wanted an opportunity to give to you, you know, and to let you know that she is watching over you. And I'm feeling like the hairs on my arm kind of standing up.
Mine too.
I feel like it's all right. She's saying it's all right. And she's watching over you. You know, there's a lot of things going on that have to do with this place and getting the energy changed around here. So living here and you're being sensitive to it from the past, it's going to affect you. It'd be like if you moved into a place, you know, where somebody would have obviously been shot, or a cemetery, or, you know, right next door, or anything like that. If you're sensitive, it's going to affect you more. So, and the spirits were agreeing with me. So, what we're going to do is, you know, we're going to do a blessing on the house, and we're going to set some boundaries so that the spirits know that only the highest and best energy is allowed here. If I were you, I would get some sea salt, and I would get it, and I would take it, and I would put it at my every doorway, like front door, windows, and that sort of thing. And as you do it, you say only the highest and best, you know, energies are allowed here, whether it be spirits or people.
I have some sea salt. I use that for regular salt. Is that the same kind?
It's a very purifying thing, but it's mainly the intent of just putting up walls and boundaries.
Gotcha.
Because you know, if you trust the wrong people, you get burned.
Yeah.
And you've got to watch. You know, you've got to protect yourselves. You guys are way too open. I'm feeling just like your gates are just like there's no lock on your gates. I think it's beginning to start. Like I think you're becoming aware that you need to be more careful because of what you've been through was a huge lesson, a horrible lesson, but a huge one to know. Okay, the world it's got its light and its dark, and we've got to be aware of that, and to protect ourselves and protect our children. We've got to be safe about things and what we do and who we trust. Does that sound like a friend of his?
We didn't know him too well.
You didn't know Andre too well?
I lost contact with my son for
Okay.
11 years.
He died before we got
And
Okay.
when I got him back, he's in the face right over there. And his mother let him die from an ingrown toenail infection
I'm sorry to hear
at
that.
the age of 16.
You know, I don't know if you've healed from that. I know that's very, very difficult. And I can't imagine the loss. The loss of not being able to see him, and then the loss of having him die. So, well, do you think maybe you could do a healing for him?
Okay.
I love it.
All right, Andre, you gonna watch this? Because we're gonna give a healing to your dad. I know you want that.
I want you to hold this and connect with your ancestors,
Yes, I just got it all the way to red.
and hold Palo Santo on the other hand. Palo Santo brings in the ascended masters, angels, the elders, those who have great healing power, great spiritual power. My healing will be coming up. Place my hands on your shoulder, inhaling, taking that which is not good inside of you out and getting rid of it. The next 7, I will bring in healing light, colors from our ancestors, Great Spirit, place inside you. With that, I will see images on what needs to be done.
And then the manifest.
Light.
a lot of family members in spirit that just really
Thunder is
want to think about
automatic.
healing, and they're here and they're watching. And as you can see, they're giving me a yes. All the way around is yes. So this is going to help us. This heart condition is going to help us
Oh.
better. The main thing, you know, when we get heart conditions and bad things like that, a lot of times it's from like an unhealed wound emotion.
Right.
You know, something that happens at some level that it actually creates a weakness in our body that we end up getting sick.
He actually got sicker. He started getting sicker when he realized one night that he's always been sick, but he got sicker. And when his daughter was here pulling and stuff that she was pulling,
Yes.
he was going through 8 to 9 attacks a day. And when she left, it was almost a blessing that she was gone because he got a lot healthier.
Yeah.
It was every day. And he
Well, that makes sense. I mean, that would stress kills people.
and we haven't been able to find a doctor to do the proper work for him yet.
Okay. So we'll definitely pray for that.
And everything.
Definitely pray for that to come for him. And this is going to help a lot emotionally. It's going to help a lot emotionally for him. And also for you because of the support that you need as well, the things that you've been through. But they're just telling me, please be more careful on that. Be less stressing because.
And I've learned that I'm famous. I don't want to tell you exactly what I do because I don't want to insult you, but I am famous. And I maintain gravity 2 weeks when I am normally working. So I'm very compassionate. I grew up not having anything, not having nobody there. So when I see children, that's where my heart mainly goes to. I will help families that I don't agree with their parents, but I want to help those kids. I had 6 miscarriages. So those children are more than me. And I've learned from helping so many people, it comes back to bite us. And it hurts because when we're hurting, and we
There's
need that
nobody there
help,
for you.
there's not one
Yeah,
single
I know what you
person
mean.
there.
It's really frustrating because you think you're putting out that good karma, and then you expect, well, hey, I'm doing this, then it'll be there for me when I need it, and then when it's not, you're like, I don't understand.
And I don't expect it, but when you go through it and you're desperate,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you don't have family. I don't have family.
I know
I
that
have
feeling.
family, but I don't have family, if that makes any sense. So, does he feel anything from this?
We're gonna find out, and then he's kind of in a little bit of a meditative state.
Yeah, he does.
Well, that's what this
He's
healing
Buddhist
does.
too, so he knows about how to put himself in there.
That's what this healing does. So when he's ready to talk, he'll talk. The things I want you to do, like I said, put the signs up out there, but also change it. Like, you know, yes, Spirit, I know, I'm telling her. To put some stuff out in your yard that's makes it look like a house with children and, you know, like I said, like little chimes and, you know, things that make people realize that this is no longer the place they thought it was. And that will give you like a little bit more protection, and also it'll just change the energy of the place. And do the sea salt. It's got to be your intent.
You can come back now.
You might not want to. You might like where he was at.
Come back from your
But
trip.
I think tonight, you know, it's just your guys and your family members in spirit brought us here to help you because they know that you know that this is your payback.
So is there any other negative energies he's trapped here?
No, I think there was that man who was shot. He mentioned he was shot, but he just kind of told us, and that was about it. I didn't feel anything bad. I think you would know because I feel like that you do know. But I think you also have a lot of anxiety from when you went through.
As far as his daughter?
Mm.
Yeah.
Like you're under attack, so you're just coming down from like the
Well,
back like a
DCF's out of our likeness, but
Yeah.
they're still attacking us every day.
like an attack mode. So.
And
That's
I'm
good.
on house. Yes.
Andre says, stop.
Stop where?
We need to forgive and just let it go.
I have forgiven John. It's just hard when people.
You have,
Yeah.
but I haven't.
I have and you haven't?
You have, I haven't.
Well, you need to,
I
I already
cannot.
told you.
It's hard to forgive someone when let my son die.
So that anger is what's upsetting you and making you get sick.
It's hard to forgive that person because it's not just that she let your son die, but she
That
raised
too.
your daughter against you and put us through
They
that.
Okay.
took my son away from me for 11 years. And then when I get him back, he's gone.
But you know God says you've got to forgive.
But he's not gone. He's here. He talked to you tonight.
Yeah.
And he's good. He's feeling good. And he's in a good place. And now he's worried about his pop.
What's going to help you forgive? Because you haven't talked to me and told me this.
Just time.
You always tell me to forgive. You got to think of that yourself if you want me to forgive. Because of
What
my
I got
benefit.
first, I got many, many battles with inside of you. Many, many battles. Not necessarily battles with you, the battles that you picked up from other beings, other people.
Yeah.
You've carried them inside you. I took care of the battles. And there was one that I got rid of, put outside. This entity would pick up on people and ride down their spirits. I told him there was no free rides with this one anymore. He's connecting with his ancestors again. Being strong. Your ancestors go back. Very, very strong medicine. You have to get back to your beginning. That's why I had you hold these. To help you remember. You know, when we have a strong connection, you know, we may not always be around the environment that reminds us of our past. But making a connection reawakens who you are. I gave you new light, new energy, channeled in nice, strong, healing energy for this home, and the energy that was not welcome across the street cannot enter here anymore. I said, find someone else that's willing to give you a free ride. This one is not. There's too many people in here to protect, to heal, and watch over.
The atmosphere around here feels a lot more open.
You truly do have a gentle, gentle heart. Your voice speaks this. Now it's time to remember that the gentle ones are the strongest of healers. So remember who you are. Remember your heritage. To be proud, as we are, of you. For arriving here at this moment, at this time.
It's not easy.
Indian hold, the strongest of all holds and bonds. My connection with you is never broken. Once you become my brother, and I yours, the healing and protection is always. It never lets up, it never goes away. If you feel anything, you need a direction, just something, just to keep you reminded of who you are and your heritage, let me know. Just let me know. All you need to say is one eagle. Look to the sky. Look for nature to give you a message. That connection is there, and your ancestors are also speaking with you. Always remember this.
You are the source of life. I can't be left behind. No one else will